Hey guys, this is Recidivate, your favorite freshman, and this is yet another gameplay of me just going ham on the objective. I've actually run out of MOABs to post, which is weird. You know, you'd think that for a guy that has 65 maybe MOABs, you'd think that I'd have more to post, but I'm actually completely out, and I don't really go for them much anymore. If I do go for them again, it'll probably be with easier guns such as the ACR. I hate the MP7 though. But if you guys really want to see some more MOABs, most likely they'll be with the ACR, and I'll have to go and get them now. So I apologize for that, but I do think this is a very enjoyable game type to watch on YouTube. A lot of times I will be in my spare time, I will go on Twitch and I will see who is live streaming, and a lot of times I always end up watching somebody that is into competitive Call of Duty. For example, OpTic Rambo streams a lot, and I absolutely love watching that type of gameplay, and that's kind of what I hope someday to get into. And it's kind of like this, you know, where you don't go for MOAB and you just rush all the time, kind of. The only thing is there's no kill streaks in competitive Call of Duty, so that's really the only difference here, kind of. But I ended up going 67 and 16, so that was pretty good, because not only did I only die 16 times for going objective, but I also got 67 kills. I ended up getting a total score of 4,050, so that's really good, and I do hope you guys will enjoy this. Now, for my class, like I said in my previous videos, SMG is the way you want to go. So I have the P90. I find that the P90 with its large magazine seems to work a lot. And I find that the silencer is pretty good if you're trying to sneak up on the enemies. Obviously, you don't have to use the silencer, but if you're going to sneak around, then I would definitely recommend the silencer. The assault kill streaks are really up to you. I just prefer the Pred Missile, AH6, and Pavlo. And you see here, this is my first streak of the game, basically, and I do, in fact, get a Pavlo, so that was really good. If I got more Pavlos, I'm sure I could have got way more kills, but I only called in this Pavlo, ended up going 67 and 16, so it wasn't too bad for only one Pavlo, so that's that. I do have the extended mags on the P90. However, I don't find it to be really needed. I think this was a little bit of an older gameplay, maybe 3 weeks ago, and I would say about a week and a half ago, I really sat down and I'm like, you know what, what's the best class for certain situations and everything, and you know, I really started to figure things out, and I find that the P90 with rapid fire and silencer, or even just the silencer with kick on it, seems to work the best. So, do I recommend putting on silencer and extended? Not really, but it does come in handy in some situations. For example, on this map, it'd be really good in the tunnel. You know, if a lot of people are coming through the tunnel, that's where you'd want the extended mags. The rapid fire might help too there, but it just depends on what kind of style gameplay you have. So I can't really give you the best classes to do this, because it really just depends on the way that it is that you play objective. If you play the same way as me, then I hope you guys took those tips into consideration, and then maybe I will help you guys out. But when it comes to playing objective, I find that there's so many things that actually go into it. Most people just think it's running around capturing positions, but you know, you got to think about it. You know, if you jump on the position that they have, and it's the only position they have, where are they going to spawn? Then you have to look that way. Obviously, it is very unpredictable due to the fact that this is MW3, but you know, you do have at least a basic general idea of where they're going to spawn. So that's one thing if you're going to try and take positions. Also, what positions does your team actually need? For example, A and B seems to be working here. You don't need all three. It just helps to have all three if you're trying to get the match over with. Whereas if you had C and B, I'd find it less effective because they would spawn at A and be right there to get B. So you got to think about that. Be like, well, let's see, we could take C and B and then try to, you know, keep them at A, but the more effective way would definitely be to keep them at C. So, you know, it's just a lot of stuff that you have to take into consideration. I think that people that play objective really hard and stuff, I don't think they get the credit they deserve. And of course I'm saying that now that, you know, I am a big objective player, but I really don't think they get everything they deserve. I mean, I've been inspired by people that, you know, run around with ballistic vests and get crazy Penta MOABs, J Nasty, and then of course there's those people that I've never heard of where all they do is just play objective, use the assault kill streaks, and just get really high kill gameplays, such as Sensationalize. he plays solo in Ground War, and he usually uses an ACR with the silencer extended, and he'll put on usually sleight of hand, stalker, and hardline, and then he'll have the Pred missile, the AH6, and the Pavlo, and he gets 100 pluses every single day. And he is very high up in the leaderboards for the most kills, and he really doesn't play as much as a lot of people do. So, you know, he's one guy that has really, you know, inspired me to do this kind of stuff. Obviously, I don't play on Ground War too much when it comes to playing objective, but he doesn't really play the objective either. He just traps them, kind of like people would for, you know, getting crazy Penta MOABs, except not as insanely active. As in, for example, on interchange, you keep them at A, and majority of the people that go for MOABs would run right inside of A and just do like a little rape train. Whereas he would stay on the other side of that big bridge that really is the gap between A and B. And he'll, you know, stay there and pick up a bunch of kills and call in his assault kill streaks, and he will get 100 pluses like crazy. And that's kind of what I would like to do. The only thing is, I'm more of an objective, whereas I run around to positions and get a lot of kills. I've tried doing what he does, but really, he deserves a lot more credit than he gets because it's hard to do. It really is. Whereas, you know, playing the objective, it's not very hard. There's just certain things you need to take into consideration before you go and try it. Because otherwise, you know, the first match you get into, you'll do bad and you'll be like, you know, I don't like playing objective. I'm just going to be like the rest of the people that play Call of Duty and just sit in a corner. Obviously, that was a huge assumption, and I didn't mean that for every single person. But that's just kind of some of the stuff that I would say when it comes to situations like that. So, objective play. Very, very different than what a lot of YouTubers do, but I'm hoping that maybe, just maybe, I could actually start up some kind of small revolution and have some kind of people actually post objective gameplay like this instead of MOABs. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with those MOAB gameplays. I absolutely love watching them. However, what do I like seeing the most on YouTube? Montages, but I like seeing objective stuff more than the MOABs. Obviously, there are exceptions to that as well. I mean, Penta MOABs, they're ridiculously awesome. J Nasty, such a beast. People, you know, it's really a shame what people say about him and stuff. I mean, yeah, some of it's true, but, you know, he really isn't that bad of a person. He just really takes his game seriously, and I respect him for that. Kind of like I do. I rage all the time, you know. I'd be lucky to get 6 people into a lobby with me, half because I don't have many friends that want to play this game, and half because most of them don't want to play with me because I'm always yelling. And that's just kind of how things go. I mean, obviously there are many people who would want to play with me, just not on a regular basis and stuff, but that's pretty much how I stand on that. So, I do hope you guys enjoyed this commentary and gameplay. I know it's a pretty boring commentary, but it's just kind of something I wanted to talk about, you know, due to the fact that I play objective a lot. So I wanted to talk about that a little bit. So I do hope you guys did enjoy this and hopefully didn't get too bored out of your mind with it. So thank you guys so much for watching this gameplay. And like I said, 67-16 I go with a score of 4,050. And hopefully you guys will like this video enough to give it a like and even subscribe. And I will be back tomorrow with another gameplay. Tonight we have a clan op. It is probably the hardcore kill confirmed one. I'd have to look at it again. But that is 8-11. So maybe a gameplay from that if I do good tomorrow. And then I have clan ops all this weekend. So you guys can expect gameplays of that. Or if I don't do good in that, and I won't post those gameplays, so you'll know. But anyways, guys, go ahead and look in that description. You'll find the link to my Twitter and follow me there. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.